Good evening, everybody. Mo here from Wall Street for Main Street, and I'm going to do a short video and give you guys some technical analysis on a few of our favorite gold and silver stock, and also look at one gold ETF. So go to the chart, and the first one we're going to look at is the gold ETF. It's GDXJ. Now this is the ETF if you want to invest in the junior gold miners. If you want to speculate and take them a little bit more risk for a little bit more reward, this ETF is for you. So let's look at the chart. Now I did. If you look at the video archive on YouTube, I did a technical analysis on the gold and silver market back in August when it was up here. And I said that I thought that the gold and silver market would retreat, mainly because it had gone up pretty hard this year and had a great year, about 30%. We're up 30% at one point, and a lot of the gold and silver stock were up triple at least at one point as well. So I thought a correction was due, and looked like I was right because silver went all the way up almost to, I believe, $21, and then now it retreated back to the $17, $18. Let me pull it up for you real quick so I can show you. It was up $21, and then it retreated back. So it happens. You never want to see this in the gold market when it just goes straight up like this, and it's called a hyperbolic move. And I mean, it's great if you are long at this time and you make a lot of money, but the pullback can be kind of painful if you're a long-term investor or you're trying to trade and you didn't time it right, and then now you're hurting big time. So let's look at the GDXJ chart. I'm gonna look at the 2-year chart and show you what is going on. Now, right now, you find support at the 50-day exponential moving average right here. You can find solid support there. As you can see, when it topped right here, the volume started to spike. So a lot of people were cashing out and taking their gains. So anytime you see a big spike in volume here, that means the heavy hands are cashing out and going back to the sideline, which also means that if you're going to trade this market, that you should be exiting your position as well. And the same thing is when you want to go long. So at the beginning of the year, you could see once it broke the $20 range right here, the $20 resistance level, the volume spiked. You can see it here. So anytime you see a price action, you always want to look at the volume to confirm it. Because if the volume is low, that means the spike is a false move, and not something you want to get into. So the volume will always confirm the uptrend here. So we had a nice uptrend here throughout the year, going from as low as $16 all the way up to $52.50. We got a couple nice pullbacks here, and the 20-day moving average here provided a nice support for us for any entry point on the dip. And now it had pulled back here, and you could see it's kind of in a downtrend here. You could see the red line here. This is the resistance. I'm gonna zoom in here and show you what the 1-year daily chart looks like. As you can see here, it's in a downtrend. 1, 2, 3. In a downtrend, you want to see at least 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, excuse me, and then it's 0.5 right here. So you can see a nice downtrend here. But the good news is that the 200-day moving average is providing a nice support here. So it kind of bounces off here and went up, and now it looks like it's trying to test it again. So hopefully it doesn't break that support. Otherwise, that's not looking good. It probably could go as low as below $35 and try to test that one as well. And then if you look at the resistance, this red line here is the resistance. And right now I'm seeing the resistance at $42.46. So I have to break that with heavy volume. If the volume's not heavy, then it's a false move. So just watch out for that. Alright, I'm going to go and look at two of our favorite stocks. The first one is Franco Nevada. So if people are not aware, Franco Nevada is a gold royalty company. Now if you want to play safe and invest in gold and silver market, doing royalty and streaming company, the best way to go. For people that don't know what they are companies that give capital to all the mining companies in exchange for a cut of their production from their mine, and then the royalty streaming company would sell it in the open market and take a profit. Some of them store some of it and wait for the price to go up, then sell it. So it's a good, interesting business model. It's good for investors that doesn't have a high risk appetite and just want to play it safe. So if you're one of those, just look into Franco Nevada. Now I'm not going to get too much into the fundamentals of Franco Nevada. This company had no debt. They had a great second quarter with their revenue up 38% from last year. They have $1.4 billion in working capital, so they have a lot of capital to work with if they want to do more royalty streaming deals with other mining, which I think is going to happen soon. So yeah, that's definitely a company you should have in your portfolio if you don't have it yet. So let's look at the chart for this company. Now you can see here, this stock done very well this year. It went from as low as at the beginning of the year that $41 at one point, and went up all the way up to $80, so it doubled. As you can see here, when it started its uptrend, it broke the $55 resistance right here, and then it just kind of went up in a nice uptrend here. With the volume was okay, not as heavy as I would like to see it. But then when it got up here, we saw what we call the inverse hammer. So once you saw this, that's something to keep your eye on, because that means that the market may have topped and a downtrend is coming, and it did. See, it went down and the volume started to pick up a little bit here, and now we are hanging around the 50-day moving average. Let's zoom in here and show you what it looked like. The 1 year chart. As you can see here, it's hanging around the 200-day moving average. It did break, but the volume, look at the volume, not very high. The volume is not very high, so that's good news here. If the volume spiked here, then we could have seen more downside here. But that didn't happen. So it's sticking around the 200-day moving average. Right now it's having trouble breaking the 200-day resistance at $65.46. So when it breaks that, look for the volume to be high to confirm. And that's where you want to get in if you want to trade this stock, or get in and buy some more if you already have in your portfolios. So look at the chart. It's not only for technical analysis people or traders. This can be used for investors who want to figure out when they want to get into a stock or a market. So always looking for an entry point. I would never buy a stock without looking at the chart, because I always want to buy on the dip. I don't want to buy when Franco Nevada is up at $81. I want to buy here at $65. $41 even better, but never too late. I think this stock has a lot more potential, and also it pays a dividend as well. The other company that also I favored is another royalty company, but for silver. Silver Wheaton. Silver Wheaton, almost the same business model, Franco Nevada. They go out and they give capital for these mining company that needs it in exchange to get a cut of their production from their mine. So let's look at their 2-year chart. And Silver Wheaton, they had a great year. So at the beginning of the year, they were at $10 and it went all the way up to $31. So it tripled here. So if you bought here, good job, because you tripled your investment. And then hopefully you took some kind of profit here before it went down. And you could see the volume spiked when it topped here. So that's a sign that it could be a downtrend, and it did happen. And right now it's consolidating. The volume is not as high as you would like when you want to see a spike. Well, right now it's consolidating, so right now the volume is going sideways here. So once it breaks the 20-day moving average, you want to see a spike in the volume, so that will confirm that a new uptrend might start. So let's look at the chart, 1-year chart, and you can see here it's having trouble breaking the 20-day moving average. So if you want to trade this stock, look for this stock to break that, and then also break the 50-day moving average and move up higher. So right now it's kind of in a downtrend. You can see the downtrend. See 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, and then now it's going sideways with the 20-day moving average as resistance, and as support it's the 200-day moving average. So you don't want this stock to break that resistance, otherwise it's gonna keep going lower. So let's look at the gold and silver chart. So I was showing you the silver chart earlier. So silver had a great year. Got $13 at one point, and then made it all the way up to $21. It moved up slowly until the month of July when we had the Brexit vote, and then it just spiked up and went kind of hyperbolic, which is something you want to be careful when you're trading this market and it goes hyperbolic, because usually the correction can happen fast and kind of painful as well. You could see here went hyperbolic, and then and you see the inverse hammer formation here with high volume. So that's a confirmation that this market has topped, and that you should take your gains or keep your eye on it, or put a stop loss order in and just watch it. And it pulled back here, and now you see a very nice support is forming around the 1736 level, and they're trying hard to break the 20-day moving average. The volume is going up a little bit, so keep your eye on it. I think the gold and silver market will continue to their bull market sometime around the end of the year. So that's something you want to keep your eye on. And if you want to look at the gold chart, let me pull that up real quick. Here's the 2-year chart. As you can see, had a nice year. Went from $1,045 all the way up to $1,377, and then it pulled back, and now it's hanging around the 200-day, 50-day moving average. It broke it here. The volume was a little high. Then it just pulled back up, so that's a good sign. So this is indicating that the support and resistance is right here. With support at 1250. If you zoom in, the 1-year daily chart, you can see the resistance at 250. I'm sorry, the support at 250, and then resistance at 1277. So just keep your eye on it, and also watch the volume. So that's all I have for now. And this short video is sponsored by Grant Stone Shoes. So if you want a discount on the shoes, just type in the coupon code GOLD, and go to www.grantstoneshoes.com, and then check out their selection of shoes. Me and Jason have a pair, and we love it. If you don't believe us, go look at the reviews on Google. So that's all I have for right now. Be sure to check out our other podcasts and our other short videos on our YouTube channel. All right, guys. Thank you.